I could tell you about all the pizzas that I've had downtown and my opinions on each, and all the books that I've bought at Booklink and at Broadside and the Raven, and all the beautiful gifts of downtown. Just a few short anecdotes, reflections. One is downtown is where I took my children to their first protest that they could understand. The Tibetan community was gathering, this was about 11 or 12 years ago, to protest violence against the Tibetans in China. And we went down to the protest, and it was all Tibetans and me and my wife and our two kids, and we walked all the way around downtown. Another story, and these are random, but they're so different from each other, and for reasons that I don't understand, just really important to me. Another was, it was a beautiful summer day, and we were walking downtown, and right around the corner from Harold's, which, by the way, I have to say, I research ice cream all over the world, and Harold's still has the best cone in store. But there was a gentleman in his mid-20s or so, and he was standing on the corner, and he had a sign that said something like, "Street Philosopher." Yeah, and he may have even said $5 or something like that. And he was wearing a hat, and he was holding a pipe, not smoking, but just holding it. So I asked him, so I went up to him and said, "So let's philosophize." And he started kind of going off about the concept of nothing, and it was really bad philosophy, but it was a lot of fun. And we talked, and I was separated from $5 of my hard-earned money, and I was perfectly happy to do that. But I think the really serious reflection for me is about who's visible downtown and who's invisible. Because I enjoy downtown as someone with a life of great privilege. I go into the stores, it's my happy place, I walk around, I'm served, it's one of the few places where I can go when I'm actually not working. And there are restaurants that I've gone to for, God knows, at least a decade. Amanu's, Mosaic, Woodstar. I love Woodstar. I love the Hungry Ghost. I love Haymarket because I know the people who own them, and I know a bit about their stories and what they stand for, and it means so much to me. But here's the thing. Also, when I go, not so much into Woodstar or Haymarket, but particularly Amanu's and Mosaic, there are gentlemen who work the grill there and who sweep up and who are behind the counter who've been there for years. And I know Abid and Hafiz, and we've talked a lot, but I've never talked with the gentlemen in the kitchen. I don't know their names and I don't know their stories. Over the past year or so, it's been a great blessing to be more involved with the Pioneer Valley Worker Center and their work on immigration and helping folks who are undocumented. And several times I've had the great privilege of going to their Wednesday night workers meetings where folks who live in the community will share their stories. There's an agenda, and it's all in Spanish and translated for people like me very generously. And I have to say those meetings, to the extent that I have any insight into folks around Northampton whose lives I don't know, that's where I've gotten any glimpse of insight into that. And if there's one thing that I think that could make our town stronger and more whole, it's to give more opportunities for those who are not as visible as others of us are.